Wow, I've got 100 followers. I got 100 followers. Oh, I know. Hey, hon.
Yeah,
Can you come help me outside real quick for a second?
sure.
Thanks.
What's up?
I need some help with this video I'm working on.
Okay.
So I was thinking, I'm trying to shoot from in front of the chair, but it would look really neat if there was something. All right, makes sense?
So you want me down there?
Yep, and you take this.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, you ready back there?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Oh, I got 100 followers. I got 100 followers.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that'll work, but just to be safe, let's do it like 15 more times.
Sure.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Toolbox. Much like my wife, who helped me with that intro, I'm going to keep this fairly short and sweet. I'm also going to keep it off script because I really want this to come from the heart. You see, Tabletop Toolbox recently welcomed its 100th subscriber, and while I realize in the grand scheme of social media that's really nothing too exciting, to me, it's kind of a big deal. You see, I know a small handful of the folks who view this channel, but most of you I don't know, and it's been really interesting to see that number just continue to climb, especially here in the recent months. I started Tabletop Toolbox in September or so of 2020. It's really just a personal experiment, almost like a personal challenge. I wanted to be a contributor on the Dice Towers Board Game Breakfast, and I did accomplish that goal. But there's certainly been some games and some ideas that I've kind of come across as I've been producing the videos for them, and I thought that I wanted to explore some of them in a little more detail, and that's why I continue to produce content here just for Tabletop Toolbox. But like I mentioned, there's a lot of folks on this channel I don't know, so I decided to make this video for two reasons. First of all, I'm going to welcome all of you to introduce yourselves here on the comments of this video. Tell me your name, tell me where you come from, tell me maybe a couple of your favorite board games or anything else that you'd love to share here with the Tabletop Toolbox community. Also, I'd like to welcome all of you to have a vote in some of my upcoming content. You see, my first top 10 video here, my top 10 favorite solo games on Tabletop Toolbox, was one of my wildly most successful videos, most viewed videos, and had the most interaction here on the channel. Now, I do know the gaming community a little bit. Y'all do love your top 10 videos, myself included for sure. So here's a couple ideas I have. I was thinking of doing my top 10 favorite heavy strategy games. I was thinking of doing my top 10 favorite husband and wife games, games that my wife and I like to play together. We certainly have very different interests, both in game complexity and game themes. So I thought maybe us sharing our favorite top 10 with each other could be interesting and maybe even a little eye-opening for the both of us. I was also thinking of doing our top 10 favorite co-op games. My wife has kind of taken an interest in co-op games lately, and we've been playing a lot more of those, so that might be something interesting to delve into. I was also thinking about my top 10 favorite games that we like to play with our daughter. Our 8-year-old daughter, Melanie, has certainly grown up with games just as we have in the past 5 years or so, which is more than half her life. So we do play a fair number of games with her. It might be a little difficult to come up with 10, but we'll see what we can do. And also I was thinking about doing my top 10 favorite game mechanisms. Now, this would certainly be a little bit more personal opinion as opposed to maybe a top 10 game list that could certainly help introduce other gamers into new games. This would be a little bit more of a personal favorite mechanisms that I like in games, but certainly a topic that we could kind of explore and delve into together. So anyways, those are some of the ideas I have. Comment down below, tell me what you'd love to see. And as always, I'm going to continue to try and produce entertaining and maybe humorous and fun content for this channel. I don't really know what's going to happen as we all start getting back to work, but I'm going to do everything I can to keep this channel going. Also, a quick shout out if you are members or followers of the Dice Tower community. I do intend on being at their September their retreat coming up in Miami in September. I do plan on being down there for that retreat. I'm really looking forward to meeting some new folks, to get into play hopefully a bunch of new games, and also hopefully get the word out a little bit more about Tabletop Toolbox. So if you're going to be there, certainly stop by and say hey. That's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, a big thank you to my family, especially my wife and daughter who have helped me with a lot of the content here on this channel. Thank you to a lot of my friends here in the area that have helped me continue to keep up with some new games, helped me come up with some new ideas, some new topics to discuss, and so on. But also a huge, huge thank you to all of you who subscribe to this channel, folks, again, who I don't know. I'm just very, very glad to be able to share this with some people, hopefully spreading all over the world at some point. So thank you again for subscribing, for liking my content, for interacting with me on the channel. I look forward to continuing to produce some neat stuff for you. All right, that's it for me. As always, cheers.